evening, beautiful people. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. We're here today. We come in peace. We march in peace. We come in solidarity to speak life, hope, to each and every single one, to address the issue within Barbados, such as violence along with gun violence. We're here today to share some messages through song, through spoken word, and through advocacy. We're here today to let our voices be heard, not to point fingers, not to judge, but to let our voices be heard, so we can come to some kind of resolution, so we can come to some sort of peace. We're losing too many young people to gun violence, and enough is enough. So we're here today to march as brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers who've lost loved ones along the way. We're here to speak life, not judgment, but life. We're not here to cast blame. We're here to speak in love, and in unity, and in solidarity. So for everyone here witnessing today, we come to say, let's join this fight against violence. Let's join this fight against the destruction within our country. Together we march, together we walk in peace. For all the ones lost through gun violence and through violence in general. We're here today to say that enough is enough. Not to point fingers, not to blame, but to march together, to speak together, sing true spoken word, to let you all know that enough is enough. And we're here today to say, come on Barbados, it's time to end the violence, to speak love and to speak unity. Too many young people lost, too many potential greats gone through the act of senseless violence. But today we are here to say that enough is enough. We look at the names here today for men and women who we've lost along the way. We have Shane Paris at the age of 31, lost. Nicholas Murray, lost. Corey Hines, another youngster, lost at the age of 36. Joanne Branch at the age of 20. Terrell Prescott at the age of 33. Chad Roy at the age of 32. Deshaun Hickson at the age of 17. These are just a few names of some of the ones that we've lost along the way. We're here today with the brothers and the sisters, the fathers and the mothers, for those who had mourned, for those who have grieved, even for your friends and your colleagues and your associates. We're here today to march for them. We're here today to speak for them. We're here today to let our voices be heard for them. Enough is enough. We're here today to say we've known how many great people have been born and raised throughout this city. The great footballers, the great tennis players, cricketers who walked through these spots. I myself as a kid walking, born and raised in Wellington Street. So we're here today to speak to every single one, preaching and breathing life into each and every single one here today. So as we continue in unison and in peace, please put an end to the violence. As we come here today, even this very spot is very lost. Some homes have been lost, some families have been erupted and scattered. I know today we march based on the violence within Barbados. But we also come here today to have a moment of silence even for the spots here locally and the families which have been devastated through the loss of fire. So I want every single one here today who came out and who came out and supported, who came out and marched, who came out and let their voices be heard, their actions be seen. We just want a moment of silence for the ones who have lost. And as we continue here today to say that all is not lost, Barbados is not lost. This is evidence that community spirit is still alive. This is evidence that there's still people here willing to fight to see a better tomorrow, to see a better Barbados, to see a better Caribbean. This here today is evidence that all is not lost. Our young people will see a people here today who's willing to fight, who's willing to speak, who's willing to advocate, who's willing to protest at any means necessary to let their voices be heard today, to say that enough is enough and we must come together in solidarity and in unity as a people. No longer are we thinking that, oh, we can't do this, man, it can continue to be violence tomorrow, it can continue. No, we need to act. Evil prevails when good people fail to act, and we will continue to act. No matter how long it takes to see Barbados returns to its rightful place. Look at the ages. Look at the ages of our young people. Look at the ages of our brothers and sisters being lost. Look at the ages of our people being caught up in drugs and violence and being imprisoned by the dark gloom and disaster surrounding them. Enough is enough. And as we stand in unity, and as we stand in solidarity here today to say, come on, Barbados, it is not over. Let us not lose hope. Let us not lose fight. We know every day when we look at our newspaper or we see the news, sometimes we get weary and sometimes we get discouraged. But this is not the time to be discouraged. This is not the time to lose hope. This is time to be our brother's keeper. When we see these young ones here today, they're banners and they're raised and this is a sign that the youth today will be tomorrow's leaders. Continue to plant the seed that Barbados will continue to reap from years and years to come. Let us not drop our heads, but let us raise our voices. Let our action be seen. No longer can we pour. No longer can we wait for people in positions to help us, for people in positions to give us a hand up. Together we are strong. No longer shall we be divided, and no longer shall we be conquered by the evil and by the destruction and by the misguided and by the misdirected. For we do know that there are more dead people in Barbados. It's just a small few. But we cannot allow that small few to multiply and to wreak havoc within Barbados. Whenever we see an action or whenever we see a deed that we know that Barbados does not stand for, we need to speak to it. We need to come together and speak to it. Understanding that your words is power. Your actions is power. Your presence here today is signs of power. No longer can we be waiting, hoping that someone come and save us. We need to act and act now. Not be reactive, but act now. Be proactive. Put things in place for our young people. Rehabilitation for those who coming out of prison each and every single day. Putting things for them that they can find themselves in a new environment where they can learn, whether it's a trade, whether it's a new environment that they can continue to grow. When you see our young people active in sports, you continue to nurture them. When you see our young people active and willing to learn the arts, whether it's dancing, whether it's acting, whether it's music, you continue to encourage them. Because if we don't, I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, there are people who will use them, there's people who will encourage them for the forces of darkness and destruction. Don't let our young people be lost. Our time is not up, and as long as you're breathing and as long as you're here today, there's still work to be done. Each and every single one here today has a purpose, has a duty to themselves, and a responsibility to Barbados. This is where we was raised, our beautiful island. This is a bittersweet moment for me, but I was raised in Wellington Street, born and raised in Wellington Street, and it hurts me to know when we was young, we was talking about the jobs we wanted, what we wanted to do when we got older. Most of these young men and women are not here today. Most is in prison, and they've died through the act of senseless violence. These is young men and young women full of hope. These is young men and young women full of dreams. Let not these young people see just gloom and violence and corruption. Come on. We can do better, and we will do better, and we must do better.
Subscribe for more content.